Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. We're feeling it today.
Yeah, it is going to be a good one. First up, we got some big news from over the pond in America. Back in 1993, Lynn Hill made the first ascent of the nose on El Capitan, the most popular and historically famous route in Yosemite. The route is 950 meters long and consists of 31 pitches and is graded at 8B+, 514A. Up until October of this year, despite its popularity, the line has only seen 7 climbers managing to climb it free. But in the space of 2 weeks, the 8th, 9th and 10th climbers have managed a free ascent. First, it was the turn of Sebastian Burt, the Belgian climber, which we reported on last week, and in the week following, the power couple of climbing, Jacopo Larcher and Babsi Zangerl, have made their ascents on the nose. Some may say that this is an overdue one, considering it's Zangerl's 5th and Larcher's 4th free big wall ascent in Yosemite. But there is a reason that the nose has only seen a handful of free ascents, and their climb took the pair 6 days, with the famous crux pitch changing corners, which shuts down so many climbers, being a big challenge for the pair. As Zangerl said, there aren't really any footholds, it's just smearing on nothing most of the time. After getting through this crux, the pair topped out a couple of hours later to take a summit selfie, which should probably become tradition from now on. Did you see it?
I saw it.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was talking about for a while as well.
Yeah, but this is how they celebrated. I think it was very apt.
Yeah, because they must have smelled after all that climbing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Smelly climbers. Incredibly impressive. Amazing to think that Babsi Zangerl is probably up there as she's the female with the most free ascents in Yosemite these days.
Yeah.
And she's not been doing it for very long. So, good work, guys. And good work, Sebastian Burt, as well. I know we mentioned him last week, but I think it deserves another quick mention.
Sad news now, as 2 climbers have died close to our home, or EpicTV's home, in Chamonix. Max Bugnol and Pierre Labré, 2 climbers who were regarded as some of the most talented of their generation, have died on the Aiguille du Plan on the Mont Blanc Massif. The pair had set off to climb the Bonington route, a very tricky mixed climb with free climbing difficulties up to M7. Their bodies were discovered at the bottom of a gully, and it's presumed they slipped and fell whilst moving together. They were truly world-class mountaineers, and the whole community is mourning their deaths. So the amount of respect that those guys had within the community is unbelievable. They've done stuff in the Himalayas, stuff in the Alps, of course, and they're locals at the gym I climb at. So it's had a real impact on us, and our thoughts go out to their friends and family at this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, we've got some news from Scotland. Scottish winter climbing requires grit, determination and some half-decent Gore-Tex, all of which climbers Greg Boswell and Guy Robertson have in spades. The pair, who have created a formidable Scottish winter climbing partnership, have put up a new route in An Tealach on the northwest coast of Scotland, as reported by Planet Mountain. The pair called the route Local Hero in memory of their friend Martin Moran, who was lost in an avalanche earlier this year in the Himalayas. Scottish winter climbing has very traditional ethics, which requires routes to be in specific condition and nothing to be left on the face once the climb has been completed. Boswell and Robertson's new line is a 3-pitch route that follows 2 obvious grooved corner systems together via some funky climbing. It's graded 8, 9. These 2 numbers are divided into seriousness and technical difficulty. Both currently go up to 12, so this is certainly on the higher end of seriousness and technicality. And as Boswell said on Planet Mountain, it was a good warm-up for the season. Every time I see Scottish winter climbing, it kind of makes me want to go, because it's like, it's rock. A lot of the time there's snow, but then you see those pictures of just like a layer of frost over rock, and it does look amazing.
Horrible. It looks horrible.
It's very photogenic, I always think, when you see like the photos of it. It looks so dramatic.
If it's no Scottish, it's crap!
I think I need someone to change my opinion of Scottish winter. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we'll do a series in winter where I go and like face my fears, because it is my least favourite type of climbing.
Yeah, I can see why. But then if you got the right Gore-Tex, then surely it's
I
right.
like that comment in there. And also I like the good warm-up for the season.
Yeah.
Because it's the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're going to Yosemite again, where Hazel Findlay has sent her crack climbing project. Hazel has dedicated her entire Yosemite season to climbing the 514C/8C+ trad route Magic Line. Featuring small finger jams, horrendous feet and tiny gear, this 35-metre route is a serious undertaking. If you've been following along with Hazel's Instagram account, you'll know the blood and sweat that has gone into this ascent. Hazel came close on a number of attempts, getting through the crux a few times, but falling high up on the route. On her final day in the valley and feeling the pressure, Hazel finally sent the climb. She's been training specifically for it and knew the route was right at her limit. An awesome achievement. You know what blew my mind with that route is the smears on that thing. Because like finger jamming, right, I can't do it, but I can understand how that is possible. But finger jamming on something that tiny on horrible, scrubby smears, it's seriously impressive.
Amazing. It's amazing how often you hear like of people sending on the last day.
Yeah.
Last try, last day.
She put on her Instagram the day before she did it, she was like, tomorrow's my last day, I've had a rest day, but I'm rubbish at last days, feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
And then to go and smash. I woke up this morning actually, looked at my Instagram and was like, ooh, I did not expect that to go. So
Absolutely.
Nice one, Hazel.
And it kind of ties in quite nicely with like that Living Legends video we shot before because she was training for that. We didn't specifically talk about that line, but she was definitely a part of that story of that film was the fact that she like was dedicating her time to training, which is something she'd never really done before. So that's kind of super interesting. Okay, next up, we are heading over to the Red River Gorge. Ete.nu has reported that Annie Chunyard from Quebec, Canada, has climbed Pure Imagination 80+ in the Red River Gorge. The route was first made famous for seeing the first female 9A ascent by American climber Sasha DeJulian, before being downgraded to 80+ some years later. Annie is a former international equestrian, but after suffering a career-ending injury, she started to explore the outdoors, before starting to climb in 2010 at the age of 31. 9 years later, she has managed her first 8C+. Good work. I'm always impressed by people who start climbing at a maturer age and then go on to do stuff like that, 8C+.
Do you think horse riding specifically is useful for climbing skills?
The legs, the leg strength.
Yeah.
Just the ability to get every inch out of the training schedule.
All I'm imagining now is someone like hugging one of those stalactites that you see in Thailand, really tightly with their thighs, just being like the best rest ever.
Yeah, big time. And they're just like going,
yeah, exactly, shaking out.
No hands.
Now, the IFSC competition season has kind of finished, but we have one bonus event because from the 28th of November to the 1st of December, there's a special qualification round for the Olympics in Toulouse. This combined qualifier is taking place in Toulouse, France. All year, the athletes have been competing in the IFSC World Cups to get a chance to qualify for this event. Those who received high enough scores throughout the season have been invited to Toulouse and a chance for Olympic qualification. 22 athletes from each gender were invited. 6 athletes, the top 6 from Toulouse, will receive Olympic qualification places, although this is provisional and will depend on certain criteria being fulfilled. Now, there was a huge amount of controversy surrounding the invite process to Toulouse. I'm not going to go into it because I don't really understand it, but if you are into that kind of thing, just do a bit of research online. But there are some big names that are in this competition who we thought would qualify. Adam Ondra being one of them.
Sure.
Jan Hoyer's in there. Britain's Will Bosey, he's fighting for a place. Big names, not many chances left. There's a huge amount of pressure on this week.
How many people are going to be there? And how many? So it's top 6 out of how many?
Well, there's 22 from each gender who've been invited. It gets complicated because of the already designated places to countries.
Yep.
So if the top 6 all turn out to be Japanese athletes, then obviously things are going to change, and the same with any country. So it depends afterwards. So but 6 are meant to be getting.
I promised myself I wouldn't get too excited about this, but guess what?
You excited?
I'm quite excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited. Next week will be a big one. So if you want to watch the highlights, it'll be next week for the winners.
How much fantastic action do you reckon there will be surrounding the name of the host town city?
Toulouse.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Will it...
Adam Ondra had it all Toulouse.
Very good, very good. Right, on that wonderfully high, brilliant pun note, let's go to the AC 9B counter. Okay, as many of you pointed out last week, we did actually forget, to add Adam Ondra, who did two HCs. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, that is an IB counter.
Yeah. What's that?
This is the additive that you forgot to stick on with stuff last week.
Oh, so we didn't extend it.
It's fine. Adam Ondra came on quite late, right? Where is he? Here he is, here.
Yeah, so 2? Well, he did 2 separate ACs, didn't he?
There
So
you go.
there we
Give
go.
him one. Give him one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've got another one, Christoph Rauch. He has climbed Sierra Madre, which is an 8C. It's in Zillertal in Austria, and it's been a bit of a battle for him because of injuries, and apparently, which I've never read before, he couldn't reach very well between the crux holds. So we had to work out beta that worked with his arm span. So not height, arm span. Kind of cool.
Okay, Christoph Rauch is on 5.
Yeah.
Giuliano Cameroni's on 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait, was it an extension though? Is he?
9.
9.
Jimmy Webb's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Whoa.
Matt Foltz is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Those 3. Well done, guys.
Any 9Bs?
New.
No.
Can I just take this moment to say, please subscribe to the EpicTV YouTube channel, our Climbing Daily YouTube channel, and the EpicTV YouTube channel if you want, but more specifically, subscribe to this one. I don't really ask that often. I did ask last week at the end of the show, but I don't think many people were watching by that point, so I'm going to ask now, just after the 9B counter, hoping that not too many people have switched off after possibly
Who would switch off?
the best part of the show.
Come on.
You got to the crux, now just keep on seeing it through to the very end. Well done.
Media time on the EpicTV website. We were filming with Oren Coley, who is a GB athlete, and he's on a bit of a roll. In fact, he got dropped last year from the GB team, and because of that, he was like, all I want to do is climb hard. And since then, he's been climbing really hard, then got reselected for the GB team. But we filmed with him in the Peak District on a tiny little weird limestone crag, and he was attempting this 8B plus line. Check it out.
Finishing hold soaked. My hands. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna be sick then. I tried so hard. Oh. I fiddled around trying to match the slot again, but got it. Got across, but because I fiddled for so long, I got fatigued and tired, and it was hard to pull. And when I went for the top, I was not on the best bit, and it was really wet, and I was just too tired to go again. That's so disappointing. I just need to match that hold. My right hand was on there. I had a hand on the top. Let's just put both hands there and I'm done.
Awesome video.
Yeah, nice bloke, really
Very
cool.
nice. Shot by...
Me!
Oh,
I shot that.
very
I shot
good.
that.
Edited by...
Flo, thank you, Flo.
Very good edit, Flo. Very nice. Good work, boys.
Yeah.
Very proud.
Thanks, man.
I'm seeing my little boys take life.
It's creepy that. I don't
And,
know why.
have
Isn't Flo
wings.
your age?
No, he's a bit younger.
Is it younger?
Young enough.
Just.
Next up, we're talking about the launch of EpicTV Espana. Now, EpicTV Espana is a new show, kind of like this one, kind of like Relay Vertical, our French show and our Italian show. They're guys who are based out in Barcelona, I think. And the first show that they did was a deep water solo competition in Caruña. Here's a little clip.
I'm sick of my boss, so I'm leaving early. I never was able to fall in line. 11 a.m. I'm already Thursday. Let's go where we don't have to act polite. Don't care what no one said, we'll do it our own way.
El ciclo Master Series by Cabriroa, en este caso, nació en el 2010 en Bilbao y fue un referente. Nacía algo diferente a nivel de competición. Teníamos el referente del psicoblog de Chris Sharma, Miquel Riera, que empezó todo en Mallorca, pero yo le di una vuelta y lo llevamos al centro de la ciudad.
What we want, it's our party, it's our party.
Bueno, una compe de psicoblog es muy parecido a una compe de dificultad. Lo único que cambia que por supuesto no tienes la cuerda y a la hora de equipar probamos con la cuerda para ajustar los pasos, pero siempre hay que probar sin ella. Y hay un factor psicológico que hasta que no la pruebas sin la cuerda es realmente importante.
So that was the first show. It had English subtitles. Now, for the show, there's going to be about 50-50 split of kind of English subtitles and not. There's going to be like news shows, reviews and stuff like that. At the moment, we are just putting it out on the EpicTV YouTube channel, just to kind of see how it goes there. If, you know, people, if there's enough comments and stuff like that, if there's enough people in Spain who want its own channel, let us know. But in the meantime, we're just going to be releasing it through EpicTV, and hopefully it will hit our Spanish audience on that channel.
I'm enjoying this because we've got EpicTV Italy, EpicTV Spain, right?
Yep.
And I reckon we've got places to sleep now in those countries, right? Could we not have like EpicTV Fiji?
We could do, yes.
EpicTV Borneo. I don't know. Somewhere exotic would be nice.
EpicTV USA.
That would be great. Yeah.
But I mean, what's the point? Because we already speak English, and
because I want to go there for free.
You can't get a better.
EpicTV Reunion Island.
Yeah. Well, Johan, the French presenter, is from the Reunion Islands.
Yeah, but he doesn't like. He doesn't. He says it's too hot.
Okay, well let's not bother then. Next up, we've got
Shop stuff. Black Friday, or Black Friday week, as we like to call it. And I was meant to have done something for this, but I haven't found anything. But you know how Black Friday works. Basically, it's the time when everyone gets rid of their stuff. So if you are wanting some cheap climbing gear, think gear, clothes, shoes, all of that kind of things.
Yeah.
Now is the time, because we discounted some items pretty dang heavily. And don't just wait until Friday, because we've decided to do it all week, which means if you're like, I'll wait till Friday and see what happens, the thing you want might be gone.
Yeah.
So do check it out now. It's worth it. Have a little look, because once it's gone, that's it. Finito.
Yeah, and there are lots of good deals on there at the moment. And you know, they say Black Friday, they actually mean Black Friday week.
Yes.
In fact, it actually says that on the website.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in deals, now is time to get it. In fact, it's a very good time to get early Christmas presents.
Ooh, yeah, I haven't even thought of that.
Yeah, stock up.
Do you think my mum would want some cams?
She'd want some ice screws, maybe.
Right.
Right, next up we've got comment of the week from last week's news show.
Comment of the week.
Nice. Right, I've got one. Says, why are you not talking about the Ront Pont movie? Angry German Noises by AR. Now, I think this is a very apt one. In fact, we did embed it. We shared it on Facebook. Maybe somebody just wants to talk about it.
Well, we went a step further, because at
watched
Kendall,
it.
I sat down with Mr. Magos, one-on-one, in a small room at 9:30 at night, and we chatted I asked him questions that I would never usually ask athletes.
Because of that movie?
Because of that movie. I watched it, we interviewed him, we spoke to him. It's totally exclusive interview, and the only reason it's not out is because I'm waiting for the footage.
Is it exclusive though? I'm sure you can see it there as
I
well.
asked questions that I was frightened to ask.
Just give us one question you asked.
Adam?
That was one question I would be afraid to ask.
Alex, if you're scared of failing, what are you going to do in the Olympics when everyone's watching you?
Good, very good.
We had a good chat.
Okay.
It was good. So that's nice. Coming soon when we get the footage.
You got down to it.
Fear not, we're getting there.
Excellent. But in regards to the movie, we've watched it and we really like it.
Love it.
It's great. It really, really is.
Yeah.
Well edited, well put together. It's like, it's a labour of love.
So like it's a proper climbing documentary about someone who I don't think we know as much about as we think we do.
No,
you know
absolutely. I mean? Yeah. There's obviously like a curtain.
Yeah, and it goes in this film. It's special. My comment is from Lucas, and it's my comment of the week because I actually don't know the answer for this. So I have a question for you guys. Does it count if you climb a route up to the anchor, but you don't clip the anchor? So he's saying that he's got a project that he gets really pumped on and he can't clip the chains. Now, my initial thought, right, was no, it doesn't count. You've got to clip the chains in a route. But then you can skip quick draws in a route. So, and I've seen people climb above anchors, then jump off for a huge.
Is that not like to practice the
maybe, but I don't. I mean,
surely you can you can clip quick draws, but of all the ones you got to clip, you have to clip.
Yeah, but why? Is there a rule? Like I don't know.
So you get to the top.
And you get to the top, and yes, you have to clip the chains. Like I think everyone will be commenting saying yes, you definitely got to clip the chains. Why? If you can miss quick draws and you're like hanging around touching the chains, you finish the route. Why do you have to clip it?
It's a good question.
I mean, it made me pause. So I don't know.
Is it? Yeah, because I guess like what you're kind of saying is what defines doing a route. Is it you being able to do the moves, or is it you being able to like get to the top? But I would say that the chains designate the top of the route. Like,
but if you touch them.
But is it not like part of the route is like clipping in, right?
Well, no, because it's not, because people skip quick draws all the time during climbing. Like in an IFSC competition, you've got to clip all the chains, but in an outdoor rock climbing, I could start at the bottom, miss all the chains, free solo it, and just clip the top, and it would count.
That's true. When Dave McLeod free soloed that AB+,
yes,
he didn't clip the chains.
Yeah, does that mean he didn't do the route?
Yeah, basically Alex Honnold, all his ascents are
exactly
null because he didn't clip any chains.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's kind of tongue-in-cheek this, but the more you think about it, the more it doesn't make any sense that you have to clip the chains.
I would encourage that you do clip the chains.
Yes, please do.
Yes.
Yeah. No plummeting.
Yeah, and all the quick draws as well.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, don't skip the quick draws and clip all the chains.
Yeah.
That is, I'm not even joking. Like, I was joking about the Alex Honnold thing. I'm not even joking. Just clip the chains.
Just clip the chains.
Right, good.
I think that's it.
That's it. What are you doing this weekend? Oh yeah, I wouldn't say one more thing. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mr. David Petts,
Yes.
who at Kendal Film Festival won the best climbing film for his film with Emma Twyford.
Well done, mate.
Well done, mate. You're a star. Emma Twyford, you're also an amazing star as well. But the two of you combined have created a movie that will
A mega star.
that will go on down in the something or others.
I still haven't seen it.
Either have I. I'm hoping to. All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.